Back once again, starting to wrap it up here prior to the IU-Wisconsin game, celebrating the 2013 College World Series Hoosiers, and with us is someone who probably needs no introduction to all of us, but Kyle Schwarber, thank you so much for being with us.
No, thanks for having me.
What's it been like to be back with this team?
You know what? It's been so much fun. You know, to be able to see everyone, and when it feels like you don't miss a beat, even though you haven't seen each other in so long, you know, that's what this is all about. You know, we made such a brotherhood and such a bond when we were here, and it doesn't stop just because, you know, we're not playing baseball with each other or we're not seeing each other. You know, whenever we do get back together, it's just like that, and we all love each other so much, and we did something special here.
You and I have a mutual friend. Zach Metzger is a big deal. He and his family. Shout out to Coach Z. What's he mean to you?
Coach Z, man, you gotta love him. You know, talk about the ultimate fan, the ultimate coach. You know, the guy who, you know, one, gets a lot of adversity thrown his way, but he's always got a huge smile on his face. And you know, whenever you get to see him, and you can see the way that his family they're just such great people, and all they want to do is support and show a lot of love, and we feel the same way about him. And yeah, I mean, you can't talk about just a better person to have around Indiana in general.
Special folks, special folks. We've asked everybody this. We'll ask you this. What did you, coming from Middletown, Ohio, what that you experienced here with Tracy and the coaches and your teammates prepared you for the highest level?
Yeah, you know what? I think just we created such a winning culture here, and I think that goes to one, the coaching staff and who they brought in as players, and you know, obviously the way that they coached us and everything like that. But you know, when you bring in special people like we had, you know, all these players, you know, we'll be the first ones to tell you that, you know, that we might have not been the most talented group of individuals. You know, it's not like we were all SEC players and, you know, everyone on full rides, anything like that. A ton of walk-ons and guys who've been passed up. And, you know, we all just created this bond with each other that we were going to play for each other, and we were going to do everything that we can to, you know, put it on the other team. You know, that it was just the way that we were. You know, we had no quit. We were scrappy. You know, we made things work, and yeah, I mean, you just can't talk about the group. And you know, I'm not saying that we weren't talented, because this is definitely a talented group. And you know, obviously it shows when we go to the College World Series. We win the Big Ten. We have regionals, winning regionals and things like that. But yeah, you know, I just always go back to the way that our guys were. You know, we did so many things. You know, if it was, you know, sweating, running, you know, partying, we did everything together. You know,
just like last night, right?
Yeah,
of course,
yeah,
of course.
You know, we did everything together. And when you have that, and everyone loves each other and want to do it for each other, that's what it's all about.
Others have referred back to your Cape League experience, but others have referred to moments in the season. When was it for you that you thought, we got a shot, we're for real?
I mean, I think that you go back to our freshman year, and we're in the Big Ten tournament, and you know, we're playing really good baseball, and obviously we go against Purdue in the Big Ten championship, and we end up losing that game in a tough game. But after that, it was like, you know what, like, this is really good, because Purdue was they were nationally ranked at the time, and you know, it was like, you know what, if we can, you know, hang around, play with these guys, why can't we do that? Then obviously we go to the Cape Cod, and we have a lot of guys up there, and, you know, you're going up against the quote-unquote, you know, some of the best players, and you just see that it's not different. You know, it's the same game. It really is the same game. It's just like anywhere else. It doesn't matter if you're in the big leagues or, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything about, you know, big leagues, but, you know, big leagues, AAA, AA, A-ball, college, high school, Little League, it's all the same game. And if you can do those little things right and execute those little things, you're going to win a lot of games.
What I've got a question for you. What during that year, the College World Series year, what moment stands out other than the obvious to you as that team, you went on to win 18 straight games that year. What stands out? Is it
I don't think there's any single accomplishment. I always go back to just the group of guys that we had. Like, we generally love each other. Like, it's just the group was so tight, and that going to battle with these dudes and knowing that we could be good, and obviously we set goals throughout that year. Obviously we wanted to beat Louisville. We were playing Louisville three times that year. We wanted to win the series against those guys, and we did. And we ended up playing the College World Series and beat them. We wanted to be nationally ranked. We accomplished that. We wanted to host a regional. We accomplished that. Chad Clark's walk-off, the most
Right over here.
we had a story about that earlier.
The most underrated thing at Indiana, that not many people want to talk about. And I think that's one of the single things that propelled us to go on to the College World Series, just because we had that momentum, and we were playing some pretty good teams in that regional, and then we carried on to the Super Regional and go in there and sweep Florida State. And so, yeah, I mean, there's just there's so many moments throughout the year that you can point to, but at the end of the day, it's just the individuals.
Fantastic tribute to the trust and the bond, and it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen to everybody. Allow me, we're going to wrap it up. We're getting close to kickoff. Allow me to geek out for about 6 generations of my family. Tell me about the rain delay meeting, please, in Cleveland.
I mean, the biggest thing on that was just everyone's like, is there really a curse? Everyone's saying there's no way this is real. And there's a lot of emotions. People are upset. People are, pissed off. People are in a different space. And just that meeting was just to kind of get us back. A lot of people forget about that. Aroldis gave up the home run, but he also went out there in the 9th inning, had a 1-2-3 inning, a huge 1-2-3 inning. And then the tarp comes on, and it's like, okay, everyone's all mad, everyone's upset, everyone's thinking about what if. And Jay Hay, calls the meeting, and he's just reminding us who we are and what we do as a team really well. And we got 1 inning, it's a 0-0 ball game. Let's go score first and see what happens. And it kind of just brought everyone back down to earth. Had their mindset right before that rain delay ended, the shortest rain delay in all of baseball, it felt like.
I'm sure it did.
I will probably never ever speak to somebody again who was in the position you were in. That first at bat, that single between first and second. What was your mindset going up to that?
I knew I was going to get a hit somehow. I knew I was going to get on base. Like, that was the mindset that I just had. It wasn't like it's just that feeling that, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
It's just that feeling that you have going up there that you're so locked in, and I'm like, I'm going to get this done somehow. It's either a walk, it's going to be a base hit, it could be a double, it could be whatever it is, that.
Hey, who do you have with you?
This is my little man, Cade. So,
Hi, Cade.
But, there's just no doubt in my mind that I wanted to get the job done, and obviously we get that job done, and Albert Moore with the biggest play that people don't realize is the tag up at first base, going to second base on a deep fly ball to center field, and that's how they intentionally rock Rizzo, and next thing you know, Ben Zervis just double down the line. Miguel Montero, big hit too, that wins the game for us, and the rest was history.
Yeah,
that's right.
But from what you've told me, We Never Quit was actually born over here. That was instilled with you from this group.
Yeah,
and it was a common thing champions do.
Yeah, I said that last night, that we were able to talk to each other, and we instilled a sense of winning and a sense of pride in what we do on a daily basis here. I don't think that we just set the tone for teams and just the baseball program. I think we did that in general for the university. And don't get me wrong, there's great teams here. You have a great soccer team that wins national championships, and you got great basketball teams, great football team. I just think that if people were able to see the bond and everything that we had, and they can try to preach that around their teams. And obviously, you have a great women's basketball team right now too. That's taken off. If they can preach all that and bring everyone together, sky's the limit. Anything can happen. Once you have that love for each other and you want to do it for each other, that's going to take you to that next step. Talent can only take you so far. talent can only take you so far. You got to believe in one another to take it to that next level.
Well,
and that's why they're all back.
That's right. That's right. Again, we can't thank you enough.
Yep.
My kids love watching you, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people out there. So thank you for everything that you've done for this university and professionally.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Kyle,
Thank you guys for having us
Another
on.
man who's made me weep openly as an adult. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you guys.
everything.
I appreciate it.
Well,
Kyle Schwarber, perfect way to wrap this up.
That's right.
Let's head inside and go get the Badgers.
Let's go get a win. That's right. Thank you guys, everyone. We'll see you next time here from iAssociation Live.